Hello, welcome to Invictus Motors. We've got this Porsche 911 Carrera S. This is a 2012 plate 991.1S. This is, well, I will actually give you a challenge. Find me a 991.1 Carrera S potentially with more spec than this, because this has £32,000 worth of spec. Firstly, the GT Silver is quite a special color in itself. Then it's got the 20-inch Carrera S, I think, I can't remember, edition 2 or edition 3 alloys, side folding side door mirrors, and obviously you've got the tilt and slide roof. You've got the brown espresso leather interior. This is quite a big optional. These seats are also heated and cooling seats. You've got the sports exhaust, sport plus button. This gear selector is also an optional. You don't find it built the way it is. It's also got Burmeister. And I know I said heated and cooling seats. These are the buttons for the heated and cooling. The Sport Plus, meaning you've got the Chrono PSM and the Porsche switchable sports exhaust. Porsche crest here on this center console, Porsche crest on the headrest. And this was a display car. So if you went into Porsche in 2012 to actually buy a 991 or place an order for 991, you would kind of see this, and this is what they would want you to basically order. So this is how the whole history of this 911 actually came about. I love the aesthetic lines of the Porsche 911, the 991.1, purely because I think they finally came to a shape where the sound is so incredible. It's torquey, it's just burbles the sports exhaust system when it's turned on. And ultimately, from a driving perspective, it's really a beautiful place to be in, both from a Grand Tour perspective and both from the driver focusedness point of view. And ultimately, when you want to be in a 911, it's hard to be being in something like this. Let me actually start it up so you can hear the exhaust. This is now in the standard mode. And I'm going to press sports exhaust turned on. And now sports. And just to kind of get into the crux of this review, the Porsche 991.1, this was launched at the Frankfurt Motor Show in 2011. This was only the third time that Porsche completely revised from the ground up. Everything about the vehicle was absolutely fresh. And really, if you think about it, from 1963 to 2011, they've only really gone through two revisions. First being the original 911, the chassis air-cooled, running up until 1997. And then from 98 to 2011, you had the 996 and the 997. Which is, this here, right here, is an example of the 997.1. And the 997.2, it had some slight little aesthetic changes in the .2 version of this, but nothing as remarkable as this. I mean, this just is so much better. And I think naturally the best thing to do is get into that driver's seat, sit behind the wheel and drive it. The closest to getting to this gear selector is what we find in the 991.1 GT3 RS that we have in stock. But even though it's getting dark a little bit, getting in this 911 puts an absolute smile on my face. I took it out to go out for a test drive with a customer this morning, and I thought I'd do the right thing by getting it out and doing a review. And this is where we've come to. This also has cruise control and the keyless Porsche entry system, the chassis system in it. Performance figures wise, this produces an incredible, out of the 3.8 litre naturally aspirated flat 6 boxer engine, it produces 395 brake horsepower and 420 Newton meters of torque. This also has a few other really rare changes to the chassis. That's all from factory as well, which I'll get into in a minute. So 395 bhp, 420 Newton meters of torque, a top speed of 187 miles per hour, and a 0 to 62 miles per hour possible in 4.3 seconds. But where this comes alive, I'm not sure if you can hear the grunt or the burbles from the naturally aspirated engine. Even doing 15-16 miles per hour, having it in sports mode, the difference it makes is just unbelievable. So I'm quite enjoying, looking forward to properly putting this through its paces. In some of my other videos on our YouTube channel, both at the Invictus Porsche page or the Invictus Motors page, we actually have a microphone near the exhaust system to capture the true essence of the naturally aspirated 991.1 engine sound. But we don't have that luxury right now. So what I absolutely love about the downshift, even Gray, our camera lady, she has got a smile on her face because as you brake, it just holds you into that higher gear, doesn't it? Church bells ringing. I've got to do this little loop again. Just glorious, genuinely, absolutely incredible. I mean, if you want a car to keep as a keeper, I mean, at my dealership, right now I've got two cars that I would want to keep, you know, parked up in my garage, and I wouldn't want to sell them. One of them I'm actually already keeping, and that is the Porsche 991.2 Turbo S, because I wanted one of those for quite some time, and the one I've got is very rare spec-wise, just like this. And the other one that I would want to keep as a forever car is this one. But if I had to pick between these two cars, which one would I keep any day? It's this, purely because of the naturally aspirated ability of it. And then, not to forget, the spec is something else. I mean, there isn't a spec item here that is actually missing from the car. I've got a BMW driver behind me trying to race me, so I'm not in the business of racing people, not on public roads, but my job is to review cars. This is us coming to the end of our test drive. Let me just talk to this chap. How are you guys? You had a bit of fun. You kept well. Yeah, yes. Unbelievable. Very talky. I mean, I didn't want to do that second because I was like, I didn't want you to follow me because the other car was coming. But man, your car kept up. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. We're doing a... No, I didn't expect this, man. But you handle it well. You handle it really well. I have a YouTube channel called Invictus Porsche. That's it, that's it. So right now you're gonna be going on that channel. This guy was like smashing it in that BMW. Obviously my idea is to get the essence of the car across and just have a bit of fun, but you know, but yeah, man, you did well. I'm gonna be just prodding along, going back in, just because I'm reviewing and I want to be responsible. Yeah. But where do you live? Okay, yeah, just down the road, man. So I'm going to be heading back if you want to follow me. I might be overtaking this bugger. Come on, let's go. We're coming back into the 40-mile speed limit, so I'm going to slow back down. You know, made the most of the national speed limit of 70 miles an hour. And, you know, just got to drive responsibly and sensibly and not race anybody on these public streets, public roads. We're in a little village called Hatfield Heath, you know. Now, so we were national speed limit, then the 40's on, now the 30's on. So you've got to be within the, you know, that safe limit. And you know, when you get situations like this, it's a beautiful car. When you get situations like this, naturally, people wanna race you and people wanna follow you. And this chap was parked right here by that van, where that van was. And we did 2 loops of this circuit, and he wanted to, like, he was smiling both times because I was coming out quite hard on that straight and then slowing down, and it was dropping the gear by 1. But yeah, what an experience, what an experience. It's always nice to find a proper enthusiast that shares that sort of a passion when it comes to these cars. But now sadly, we've come to the end of our review of this Porsche 911. I'd love to continue reviewing this for longer, but unfortunately, that's the way things goes. This next section of this video is showing the paperwork. So if it's a car that you're looking to buy from us, please don't forget to watch this next section. But yeah, I'll be posting this video both on the Invictus Motors and the Invictus Porsche channel, because on the Invictus Porsche channel, I tend to only post the test drive aspect of it. So thank you very much for actually watching the video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know what your experiences are between the sort of 997.1 or the 997.2 or the 991 or the 991.2. You know, I'm curious to hear what people have to say about these cars. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye. Now, in terms of the paperwork side of things, this has got an incredible service history in terms of paperwork and everything. The previous owner, John, who's actually owned this, and I'll show you how long he's actually had this for. That's the original number plate, LB12NLG. As I said, unfortunately, he passed away, and prior to him were 6 former keepers. He has owned it since the 21st of August 2018, and literally created this file, put all the invoices in there, and made sure no expense was spared on this vehicle. And I'll go through the rest of the paperwork. John unfortunately passed away, and his son inherited the vehicle in August 2024, but John passed away sort of February 2024, and his son Guy was living, if memory serves me correctly, in Putney, and it just wasn't driving. He had his own car and sort of basically reached out to us to sell the 911 to us. What's really special about this 911 is this incredible specification. £32,477 worth of extras. In total, coming to a total whopping cost of £110,000 brand new. As I said, that this was a car that was there on display to get people walking to the dealership and to sort of get them to spec everything up with the vehicle. 911 Carrera S, in terms of a base value, 62 grand. Then you've got £1,700 worth of the PTS system. The top windscreen part tinted, 64 quid. The sports exhaust system at £1,476. That's why Porsche are called the king of optionals. You spend 62k and then you still spend another 32k getting it to certain spec. £235 for the heated seats. Electric slide and tilt roof at, I think, £955. £168 for the rear wiper. 20-inch Carrera Classic wheels. £606. The Porsche PDK steering wheel with pedal shifts at just under 2 grand. Leather in natural leather interior in natural leather, basically. That was an additional cost there as well. Well, it says 0, but we'll get to that in a minute, and that will tell you what the specification or the color of the leather is. Personalized floor mats, khaki painted, leather interior package, sport seats, electrical 14-way adjustable, but also got keyless entry and exit, automatically dimming interior mirrors, leather central console trim, which has got the Porsche crest, leather rear center tunnel, a lid storage bin with Porsche crest, Porsche crest embossed on headrest, Porsche dynamic chassis control, cruise control. This dynamic chassis control is not a cheap option either. It's £1,820. Cruise control, as I mentioned, the deletion of the model designation gives it that cleaner look. Fire extinguisher, bi-xenon headlights, Porsche entry, which is the Kessie system, light design package, park assist front and rear, power steering plus, Powermaster high-end sound system. Wing mirrors are painted in the body color at the bottom, the lower part. Normally that can come in as just standard plastic, but I don't understand why. But yeah, that's an option there for you as well. The Homelink garage system, the extended leather pack, which is finished in the espresso natural leather interior at 2.6k, and that espresso natural leather interior that's costing 2.6k is the most expensive optional so far on this list amongst 32 grand. More expensive than this GT silver color that this vehicle is in, and that GT silver is really an absolutely breathtaking color, because if you look at Porsche's earlier 356s and some of the early 911s, the cars that the color scheme that they had for their early racing cars were all in GT silver. And you had the 40th anniversary 911 also in only GT silver. And a customer that was here this morning looking at this 911, very keen on this, loved the fact that this had the exact same leather interior as his 50th anniversary Porsche 911. And then additionally, that incredibly well-crafted gear selector, that is an additional £344. It looks absolutely a work of art. And then you've got seat ventilation, which is the cooling seats for £600. The Chrono Sport Plus pack at £1,146. Telephone module at £465. DAB, the TV tuner, £870. And just to kind of give you a perspective of the gear selector, this is our GT3 RS. And this GT3 RS have got the same gear selector as the gear selector that we have on that Porsche 911. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you thought of this video. And if this is a car you're interested in, feel free to reach out to us. I really appreciate all your time you've given us in this video, and hopefully see you next time. If it's something you're looking for us to source, or just kind of you want to sell us a product, or a car, etc., reach out to us. Give us a call and we'll be happy to help. See you next time. Bye-bye. What I did forget is the service book. The The service, so the first service was done in 2014 at 11,000 miles. And then obviously the second, third and fourth, we've got invoices in the paperwork for that. Then in 2018 at BFC, and then at Par in 2020, then at Porsche at 2022, and then at Par again in February 2024, where it had the PDCC and the PDK service done, which is a fairly big service, as well as the sparks plug on. So hopefully you've got everything you need done on this vehicle. Thank you.